Hi everyone, I'm Anarkha Sugunan from third year BA English Literature. We are going to look into Rasa of Indian Aesthetic by G. Balamohan Thampi in Module 4 of the text Literary Criticism and Theory semester Rasa. The Rasa theory is widely known as the major contribution of Indian aesthetic to the field of aesthetic in general. The concept of Rasa is fundamental to many forms of Indian art, including dance, music, painting, poetry, and drama. Now let's look into Rasa in detail. Rasa, it is the Sanskrit word having several meanings, including sap, juice, water, flavor, relish, taste, sentiments, mercury, and essence. In poetics, rasa refers to the creative experience of the poet, the aesthetic relish of the reader, the complex emotional states in the poem. Speaking about rasa, we do not have a single word in English which bring out the cluster of meaning of this word. The term rasa has indeed a variety of meaning, including sap, juice, water, liquor, milk, nectar, taste, poison, flavor, beauty, etc. It connotes a concept in Indian art about the aesthetic flavor of any visual, literary, or musical work that evokes an emotion or feeling in the reader or audience but cannot be described. The term covers the subjective experience of the poet and the reader. It is an impression created on the mind of sympathetic audience by the expression of powers. Modern critics use rasa in the sense of aesthetic experience as well. Aesthetic refers to the perception of and enjoyment. Rasa theory asserts that art is expected to wake rasa or joy. Parada's formula of the production of drama says rasa is realized by the fusion of vibhava, anubhava, and vyabhichara bhava. This scriptic formula has been interpreted in diverse ways. The fusion referred in the formula is the combination of Vibhava, Anubhava, and Vyabhijara Bhava, which result in the realization of Rasa. We can see it in detail in the coming slides. Next, Bhavas. Bhavas means the thing existing in including mental state. In poetics, the bhavas are those elements of poetry which make Rasa provide the heart of reader. The bhava themselves carry no meaning in the absence of rasa. Thus, rasa is basically forming and manifest bhava in the form of multitude of sensation through taste, emotion, and delight. In the context of drama, bhavas are the emotion represented in performance. Bhava is the state of mind which, while rasa is the aesthetic flavor that results from bhava. You can see the table below. Like we said, rasa is produced from a combination of vibhava, determinant or karana, anubhava, effects or consequence of a determinant, and vyabhijari bhava, transitory feelings, also called sanjari bhavas. Vibhavas are the characters and situations in a play. Vibhavas means the determinant, the cause, or karana. They are the stimulants of emotions or the objective conditions in producing an emotion. Anubhavas are those effects that are felt by the characters when they are under the influence of emotions. In other words, anubhavas are the effects or manifestation of emotion. They are the bodily expression of bhavas or emotions. Since they are the effect of bhavas, they are called anubhavas. Again, while vibhavas are the cause of emotion, anubhavas are the manifestation of emotions. Example, trembling is the anubhava of emotion, fear. Vyabhijari bhavas are feelings or temporary emotions. Vyabhijari bhavas, also known as sanjari bhavas, and are those crossing feelings which are angular to permanent moods. Vyabhijari bhavas are light, fleeting emotions that appear and disappear in quick succession to strengthen the sthai bhava. There are 33 Vyabhijari bhavas along with primary emotions or sthai bhavas, which include Ghaldi, exhaustion, Shanka, apprehension of danger, Alasya, languor, Vrida, bashfulness, or some of the transitory moods which appear depend on the emotional pressure experienced by the character. The characters who feel emotions are called Alambana Vibhavas and existence are called Udibana Vibhavas. Vibhava is divided into two, Alambana and Udipana. Alambana Vibhavas means a person or persons about whom the emotion is manifested or the main stimulating cause, whereas Udipana Vibhavas refers to the existence that support the main stimulating factor in evoking an emotion. Swatika Bhava refers to involuntary response and manifestations. The Sattvika bhavas are the physical, involuntary, and spontaneous changes like blushing, perspiring, which arise as a result of experiencing the emotions. Swatika is the inherent stuff of mind. When it gets excited or agitated, the emotion is outwardly manifested as involuntary symptoms. They are the physical manifestations of intense emotion. There are 8 Swatika bhavas mentioned by Bharata. We can see that Bharata has named 8 sthai bhavas corresponding to each rasa. According to him, Vibhava, Anubhava, and Vyabhichara bhavas combine together and enhance a sthai bhava which ultimately transform into the flavor, rasa. The 8 permanent emotions or sthai bhava mentioned by Bharata and their rasa can be seen in the table. They are Riddhi, love, hasa, humor, shoga, sorrow, krodha, anger, utsaha, energy, bhaya, fear, jugupta, disgust, vismaya, wonder. These are the sthai bhavas and the rasas corresponding to them are Sringara, the erotic, Hasya, the comic, Karuna, the compassionate, Raudra, the furious, Veera, the heroic, Bhayanaga, the terrible, Bhimbhastha, the repulsive, Adbhuta, the marvelous. All human beings can experience this emotion in life because they remain embedded in their consciousness. A competent spectator is expected to have a fund of life experience and trained sensibility. Such a person is called Sahridaya. Thus, Sahridaya is one who can identify with the heart of the poet through the emotive meaning of the poem. The Samyoga in Rasa Sutra refers to the integration of all elements of the poem which result in the expression or manifestation of rasa. Samyoga or unity refers to the unity between bhavas, anubhavas, and vyabhijari bhavas. The expression and the concurrent delightful contemplation of permanent emotion are indicated by the term nishpati. Bharata gave a formula for the arousal of rasa, that is vibhavanubhava vyabhichari samyoga rasa nishpati, which means the combination of vibhava, anubhava, and vyabhijari bhava give rise. Thank you.